Well, welcome again to our YouTube channel, Soaring Together. Ricky and I have moved. We are en route to Wyoming. We're going south of the Tetons. So we have 5 or 6 nights before we get to our destination where we will be for 2 weeks. So for tonight and tomorrow night, we are in Evansville, Wyoming, which is close to Casper, Wyoming. If you want to check that out on the map, you'll know where we are. And we just wanted to share with you in this video some of our last days there in South Dakota.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
We one day went up to the canyon. What canyon was it? Spearfish Canyon. And also the Vanocker Canyon. So we'll take you on a little bit of those rides. And then the last day we were there, our friends Mitch and Kim that we met during the winter down in Texas, they are here in the West. So they came by one day on their way to, they went up to Yellowstone for a week, but they stayed one night in the campground, so we had dinner together. But then
yeah, we had dinner together, all right. Remember that, Mitch? We had some pizza, right? Okay.
We ate at the campground because they have a motor coach. And of course they were only there one night, so it just didn't make sense for them to unhook their Jeep. And we had the truck, so we were having some issues with our throttle at the time. But we got all that resolved. But that particular night, we were going to go down the street and have pizza, but our throttle wouldn't do anything on the truck. So needless to say, Freightliner got it all worked out. It was just a simple little plug that had
Ricky got it all worked out.
The plug came loose, so Freightliner helped us get it all back together correctly.
Okay.
And got the air conditioner working. So all of you RVers out there, you know, RV life, you have issues. We haven't said a whole lot about issues that we've had, but we've had our share. So we just don't like to bring out all the sad moments. We like for you all to know that we're having a good time and we're laughing and we're smiling and we're enjoying each other. So, but we do have our down days as well as our ups.
Like Forrest Gump said, stupid is as stupid does.
But anyway, Mitch and Kim came back and they were staying over on the other side of Keystone. So we met yesterday in Keystone and had lunch together and took just a small bike ride down highway, I think it's 323, I believe. I'll look that up and make sure I have that right. And
That's
so
where
you'll know.
The train runs from.
The train runs from Hill City.
To Hill City or Hillsong.
Yeah, back and forth from Keystone to Hill City.
It's that road.
So the road it's a very nice little road and the train goes through there, but we didn't see the train while we were on the road, but we did stop to say our goodbyes to Mitch and Kim at the end of when we got to the end of the road, and the train came by, so you get to hear that train whistle one last time on my video. We are here at Bridal Veil Falls. I think they need to cut some trees so you can see the waterfall. How was that ride?
Vanockers.
I've never
Ricky
had
and
a clue.
Denise.
It's
The
it's
soaring
actually cuts
couple.
off quite a bit if you come this
This
way.
is Mitch and Kim.
The soaring
This
together
is-
couple.
I don't know what this is.
That's called hair.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know nothing about
You
that.
shouldn't have
Yeah,
asked.
that's right.
Oh.
Gotta get the bike. Gotta get the whole group.
Thought you
didn't
may
know
want to
what-
get
I
the
mean, we
mountain,
don't-
but it's so smoky, it's hard to see it.
How
Then
did
she
you,
said, well,
how
maybe
did you know about this
she's
road
got
by
the
your map?
GoPro.
Of course, we rode the train, and I knew that road went, because when we were on the train, you could see that road, and
Okay.
and so I told him, I said, I'm going to find that road, and we're going to go follow the train. So we went and did some video of the train coming by
Okay.
to put on our train video when we rode the train.
Safe riding.
Bye.
Take exit 182 on the right to Pet 6 Road, then take the first right.
Take exit 182. Continue for half a mile. In half a mile, turn right onto Wyoming 253, North Wyoming 256.
Turn right on Pet 6 Road. Arriving at 6820 Santa Fe Circle on the left.
Okay, which way you go here?
But yeah, we're here, and we're going to be here in Evansville, Wyoming for 2 nights, and then we'll move on across a couple hundred miles for 3 more nights, and then we'll spend about 2 weeks just south of the Tetons. We'll be riding the trike up to the Tetons, so we'll have some good video there for you to enjoy. So we just wanted to say, hey, it's Sunday afternoon. Anything you'd like to say, sir, as you smile?
God is good.
God is good.
Yeah, I mean, we.
Our neighbors, our
yeah,
neighbors, our neighbors that are here, we just met them a few minutes ago, and so they came over and we were talking, and and he asked Ricky what he did for a living, and when he found out that Ricky was a minister for 30 years, he said, well, before you leave, do you mind blessing our coach? So before we leave, we're going to say some prayers over them and their coach. And I think that's wonderful.
Before we left the park, my friend Robert, felt sorry for him. Got up yesterday morning, his truck wouldn't start. So I jumped him off. He had to go get 2 batteries and didn't come back, and found out that he had accidentally let one of his tanks overfill, so it dropped out the bottom. And some of you, I'm sure, so you know, there's, if you're gonna do this, we got here today and we had an issue with a drawer that screws had come loose. So things are gonna happen, and if, like I said, you know, some days I do better than others at it, but those, you gotta be flexible with that. And like I say, you know, I don't always take it well, but you might as well, because you know, there's really not anything you can do about it. So but we are enjoying the journey, and we thank you for those that have come along. We met quite a few people while we were in the South Dakota area, and not only at the park but everywhere. And she's, you know, I'm dropping stuff already, and you know, it's got to be perfect. You know, we can't have no bobbles and wobbles in this video.
Well, we're trying not to get the wind noise, and he's sitting here knocking this GoPro thing.
We're going to get done here, but anyway, we do thank you, and just had a blast meeting some folks. And to me, that's what it's all about. I say that all the time, but it's just like the couple next to us here. That's what they said as well. Because there's good people out here. There's good people everywhere you go. Bad people everywhere you go too. But RV parks are a good place to meet wonderful people that has you know, some of the same ideas that you do. Of course, I'll say this and I'll quit, but we were walking down to the river here, and there was 2 gentlemen talking, and
one was getting ready to fish.
One was getting ready to fish, and he said, "It don't look too redneckish, does it?" To the other guy, and I just walked on. Well, we made a circle and come back, and he was still there, and you know, he hollered at me and hollered back. I said, "You better watch what you say about rednecks." He said, "Oh man," he said, "You from Texas?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm from the Tennessee." He said, "Oh, that's worse." I said, "Yeah, that's right." So, you know, you can't, you just watch. But seriously, you have to watch what you say. Of course, I just kid about being a redneck, but I am a redneck. But I thought it was funny, and he just laughed. He said, "Yeah, that's even worse." But we've had a, you know, after I finally got hitched up, and that's something else, you know. We've got a new hitch, and twice I have forgot to do something, and it just won't lock. And you know, but when you do things right, it works. So I had half the park over there. Well, yesterday, if she's gonna cut a lot of this out, but yesterday we have a Traeger grill, which has to go in the toy hauler before the trike. So I had it on the slide, so I pulled it out. But we're always worried about the trike, the pops dragging on it. So anyway, we got the ramp down, got all excited.
We were setting up the extra little
blocks to get it
blocks so the tailpipes don't drag.
Yeah, got it all loaded up in there, and just as soon as I got inside, well, actually screamed. She said, "What's the matter?" I said, "We have left the grill out." So I was trying to figure out how I could get the grill in the camper without taking the trike out, but there ain't no way to do it. So I had several people stop by.
We had a crowd of people.
Yeah, watching this redneck. I said, "Look," I said, "You know, I made this mess, and I'll get myself."
But we raised the front of the trailer and got the trike right out, loaded it back up. Everything was cool.
So you know, you learn something all the time. Of course, we'd already raised the front end up before. I just didn't want to do some extra things. But hey, if you make a mess, you know, you gotta straighten it out.
But we do need that extra little lift for the back wheels to go up on, so the pipes don't drag when he gets in the incline going up into the garage. So my Mr. Fix-It Man is going to get some 2x8s.
I'm not getting nothing. I'm just going. I'm let them hydraulic
2x10s.
jacks raise the front of that trailer up and change the height of the ramp, and it's all good.
But while we're here for these 2 days, we won't get the trike out. They have some museums here in town, and I think an old part of the town there that we'll go to tomorrow, just do some sightseeing. And then we'll be headed out on Wednesday morning. So again, we're glad that you all have joined us in our journey as we are soaring together.